What's up, everybody? Check this out. Back in 1976, this guy writes a book called The 12th Planet, in which he claims that after nearly 40 years of study and research, he was able to translate 5,000-year-old tablets written by humanity's first known civilization, the Sumerians, in humanity's first known written language, cuneiform. But no one fucking believed him, at least in the academic world, mainly because he was self-taught, a huge proponent of the ancient alien theory, and his translations were shit-ass crazy. Now, here's the super intriguing part. One of Sitchin's translations involved the ancient Sumerian creation myth, which according to him tells the tale of an ancient race of beings called the Anunnaki, who came to Earth hundreds of thousands of years ago in search of gold, which they needed to repair the atmosphere on their home planet, Nibiru. So they find the gold, get to work, and quickly realize they don't want to do this shit. So they take the existing inhabitants, mix in their Anunnaki DNA, and boop, Bob's your uncle. Human beings are created to mine gold for the Anunnaki. Fucking crazy, right? Well, I mean, obviously yes, but also maybe no, because Sitchin's translations of the Anunnaki's homeworld Nibiru included a pretty detailed description about where it was located, stating Nibiru is a large, undiscovered planet beyond Neptune that follows a long, southern tilted elliptical orbit around the sun, crossing the inner solar system roughly every 3,600 years, which at the time of its publication was a laughable notion to the scientific community. Seems a little arrogant, but fuck it. You're the expert. Case closed. Until...
But today, scientists from the California Institute of Technology have announced that they finally have solid evidence for a Planet X, a true ninth planet on the edge of our solar system.
2016, scientists at Caltech solve a decades-old mystery of why several objects in our solar system had such an unusual and elongated orbit around the sun, claiming high-tech computer simulations reveal on the edge of our solar system is a large-bodied planet roughly 10 times bigger than ours, rotating around the sun once every 10 to 20,000 years, which means Zechariah Sitchin's translation of a 5,000-year-old text was way more accurate than anyone thought possible, which at the end of the day doesn't really fucking matter anymore, because now I gotta process the fact that a 5,000-year-old little shit-ass clay tablet knew about a planet. A planet! 5,000 years before we even thought that shit was possible. Shit, which also means I have to process the rest of that shit possibly being possible, and honestly, fuck it. Coincidence explains everything, right? Next, let's travel a little over 8,000 miles to a 2,000-year-old ancient site located 30 miles north of Mexico City, Mexico, called Teotihuacan. Translation, City of the Gods. A supermassive city complex constructed with incredible precision and accuracy that to this day, no one knows how, why, or who the f built it. But apparently, they also knew about this planet. Don't believe me? I didn't either. But something is going on because check this out. Measure the distance between the major monuments on this site and compare that to the distances between the planets in our solar system. The intervals match fucking perfectly, even accounting for the asteroid belt represented by a canal that diverted the waters from the San Juan River to the site. And guess what? Located 3.5 miles away, perfectly in line with the main thoroughfare, sitting at the top of the Cerro Gordo mountain range, is the Temple of Xochitl. Now, I'm not saying these ancient motherfuckers knew about this 10th planet and that's what the Temple of Xochitl is representing, but if it's not, you gotta admit, that is an incredible coincidence. Then you throw in all of that other speculative shit, like how gold is perfect for space travel, every ancient civilization seemed to worship it, Anunnaki translated as princely offspring who sound like the sons of God or fallen angels in the Bible, or the sons of the Titans who were the gods who sat on top of Mount Olympus, or the ant-friends to the Hopis of the America. The original 7 sages matches the place of 7 caves for the 7 tribes of the Aztecs, which just so happens to be located at Teotihuacan, and I mean, shit. The list just goes on and on to the point where the answer becomes way too shitballs crazy to accept, so at the end of the day, well, coincidence is just so much simpler. But hey, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. What do you think?